Good evening, everybody. Welcome to tonight's video. We're going to be playing another paranormal game, and it's one that I haven't played on my channel yet. The first person that I actually saw play this game was my friend Brittany, and she plays all these creepy games on her channel. I'll leave a link below of her playing the Midnight game, so you guys can check that out as well. I've also seen Shane Dawson play this game, so I think it's gonna be a lot of fun and very creepy. So the whole point of the Midnight game is to summon the Midnight Man. You do this ritual to invite him into your home, and then you have to avoid him at all costs from midnight until 3:33 a.m. They do give a little warning for this game. They say play this at your own risk because you are summoning the Midnight Man, and if he catches you during this game, you will either die or go insane. So what I figured we'd do now is we'll go over the instructions for the Midnight game, and then once it gets closer to midnight, we'll come back and we'll actually start playing. So here are the steps to play this game and to summon the Midnight Man. So step number 1, it says write your full name on a piece of paper, and it has to be your first, middle, and last name. Step 2, you have to actually prick your finger and get some of your own blood to put on the paper that has your name on it. Step number 3, you have to turn off all the lights in your home and then go to your front door. Step number 4, you have to place the piece of paper with your name on it in front of the door, and then you light a candle and you place that candle on front of the piece of paper and shut the front door. Step number 5 is at the stroke of midnight you have to knock 22 times on the door, and you have to finish the 20-second knock before it turns 12:01. Step number 6, open your front door, take the candle, blow it out. Step number 7, close your door and immediately relight the candle. You have just invited the Midnight Man into your home. Now this is where the game begins. You have to walk around your house in the dark from midnight until 3:33 a.m. and you have to avoid the Midnight Man at all costs. Because if he catches you, he could kill you or drive you insane. Now, if at any point during the game your candle goes out, you have to relight it immediately, otherwise the Midnight Man can get you. If you cannot get your candle relit, you have to surround yourself in a circle of salt. That's like your last line of defense against the Midnight Man. Now, if you end up having to surround yourself in the salt, you have to stay in that salt circle until 3:33 a.m. when the ritual ends. Now, if you make it all the way to 3:33 a.m. without being trapped in a circle of salt, it means that you have won the game against the Midnight Man. They do say that you want to keep moving throughout your house during this game, because if you stand in one spot, it's more likely that the Midnight Man will find you and get you. Here are some of the signs that the Midnight Man may be near. Your candle will blow out, you'll suddenly feel extremely cold, you'll hear a low whisper, and you'll see a dark shadowy figure of a man. So like I said, once it gets closer to midnight, we will actually start this game and we will see if I can escape the Midnight Man. Okay guys, I'm back. It is later in the evening and I'm ready to play this game. Although I'm not ready to stay up until 3:33 in the morning in the dark because I have a feeling I'm gonna get bored. One of my main reasons for wanting to play this game is to show you guys that it is just that. It's just a game, and there are a lot of channels out there that fake a lot of stuff in their videos, and I'm really not expecting anything to happen, but I gotta write my name on a piece of paper now and put my blood on there, so let's do that. Okay, first you have to write your name on a piece of paper, and I have this awesome rainbow poo emoji paper, so I'm gonna write my entire name. Michael Scott Johnson. Okay, so I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna poke my finger with this little needle thing. So pull it out. I think I did it right. I'm nervous. I'm gonna stick it on my finger and ow. Okay, can you see? That is my blood, my life, and we're gonna stick it on this little piece of paper with my name on it. Ew. Ew. That's gross. Okay, so it is just about time to start. It's about 4 minutes to 12, and I have my piece of paper with my name and my blood on it. My goodness, it's gross. I have to turn off all the lights in the house. I turned off most of them already, except for like 2. I'm gonna light my candle. I got my salt here just in case something tries to get me. Let me light my candle real quick. This is like a blowtorch. It's like amazing. I need to bring this with me because we need to turn off the other lights and go to the front door. Oh, wrong one. I don't know what light switches are for what. Oh my god. Okay, I got my phone. 3 minutes. 3 minutes to 12. You can't even see it. Jesus Christ. Would you? 3 minutes to 12. Okay. I'm going to turn this light off. I can't find the light. Okay. I'm gonna get my candle. Shit. Where'd I put my piece of paper? Damn it. Why am I so like this? Where'd my paper go? Here it is. Okay, I got my paper with my blood on it. I'm going to go to my front door. I can't hold all this stuff at once. I need an assistant. Alright, I'm at my front door. It is like 1 minute to 12. So I'm gonna set this stuff up outside the door and we are going to start the ritual. Okay, here is my candle with my name on it. I am going to shut the door. Alright, it's 12 o'clock. I'm gonna knock 22 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Okay. Blow out the candle. Shutting the door. And then I have to immediately relight the candle. So now this is when the game has officially started. You're supposed to keep moving around the house so that the Midnight Man can't find you. If you feel any cold spots, it means he's close. If you hear any whispering, it means that he's close. If at any time my candle goes out, I have to relight it within 10 seconds. And if I can't, then I have to put the circle of salt around me for protection. Just kind of like walking around the house right now, just getting a feel for things, you know what I mean? Can you hear my clock in the background? It always I always thought that was kind of spooky, hearing the clock tick at night, you know, when there's no other sounds going on and it's just the clock ticking. You're also supposed to watch for like a shadow figure, because if you see a shadow figure, it could be him. It's really dark in here without any lights on. I'm gonna go into the living room and just have a seat for a minute. It is creepy sitting here in the dark, but I don't know if I've told you guys this or not, but I am genuinely afraid of the dark. I don't know why, but it's always creeped me out, and I think it's like the fear of the unknown and not knowing what's in the dark. Like when you can't see what else is there with you, that has, I don't know, it just creeps me out. And make fun of me all you want, but I'm a grown adult that is afraid of the dark. You're supposed to keep moving with the game, but see, the problem that I have is the wicks on my candles are really short. So like if I move the candle or tilt it, then the candles go out because of the wax, not because it's something paranormal. You know what I mean? See what I mean? If I walk around, then one of them goes out because that wax hits it. I think I'm just gonna sit over here. Honestly guys, this is going to be a long 3.5 hours because it's only been 10 minutes and I'm already bored. So between roaming around the house and trying to escape the Midnight Man, I have some creepy stories that I thought I would share with you guys. I feel like it's the perfect like ambiance to do it, you know, like dark, just the candle and like playing a creepy game. So when I was a kid, I used to always have this like reoccurring nightmare, and it would scare the crap out of me. So in my bedroom as a child, my closet door was like directly in front of the bed, you know what I mean? So like if I were laying in bed and I looked across the room, I could see the closet. Well, I always had this like nightmare that the closet door would slowly creak open, and like as it did, like there'd be this green light that would come out of it, and it would slowly open more and more and more, and so finally it would get all the way open and I could see like an outline of somebody standing inside the closet, and they would start walking out of the closet towards me. But the light in the closet was so bright that I couldn't really make out what it was. I could only see a shadow, and just as it would get to my bed, I would wake up, and like it always freaked me out, and it was always the same dream. And this was in like my house that I was at when I was young, from like until I was like 5 years old, because then after when I was like 5 or 6, we moved into a different house, but this was in our first home, and like it always freaked me out, and to this day, like that's one dream that I always remember. Like I can always, like, I don't know, it still creeps me out thinking about it. I wonder why we have reoccurring dreams, you know, dreaming the same thing over and over. Like, is it just a fear? Is that why? Do you guys have any reoccurring nightmares? Like, did you have any as a child, or still have any now? Like, you don't have to be a child to have like nightmares, but I don't know. I feel like I don't dream as much as I used to. I used to dream a lot when I was a kid and like teenager, and now that I'm old, I don't really dream. I just blew out my candle. Shit, 10 seconds. One of my candles went out again, and it was because I breathed on it. It wasn't anything paranormal. I blew it out with my breath. This is gonna be a long 3 hours. Okay, I figure it's time we roam around the house a little bit, because otherwise he's gonna find me, and we don't want that to happen. I switched candles too. I don't know if that's allowed, but I did it. And he hasn't come to get me, so I guess I'm supposed to be watching for like shadows and stuff too, and I haven't seen anything. I haven't heard anything. Creepy at night. So I switched rooms. I'm in the dining room now instead of the living room because you're supposed to keep moving around so that he doesn't find you. Supposedly if he finds you, either he can put like images into your head of like your worst nightmares and your worst fears, or he could just rip out your organs, like whichever one. You know what drives me nuts with like games like this is there are tons of channels. I've seen tons of videos with people playing the midnight game, and like they lie and they exaggerate and say stuff happens when it doesn't, or like their TV turns on or lights in their house turn on or whatever, and people believe it. But when I sit here and play and nothing happens, instead of like people believing it, they would rather like accuse me of playing it wrong, or you missed this step, or you didn't do that right, and like, but yet you'll believe some idiot who is just like faking everything. You know what I mean? It's like, it drives me crazy. I just don't get it, you know, like especially in the paranormal field, there are a lot of great YouTube channels out there with people that are really knowledgeable in the paranormal field, but like those are the channels that are struggling to get views or to gain subscribers. It's like the only way to grow is to put out like fake content where you're lying and making up stories, and I don't get it. Like I would much rather watch somebody's channel who knows what they're talking about when it comes to the paranormal than just watch somebody that fakes all their evidence, you know what I mean? Let's wander around a little bit more. We'll move to a different room. I don't know what room. Should we go upstairs to my filming room? I have a feeling it'll be really creepy in there with all the dolls and stuff. Let's go. Now I'm nervous. I feel like I should have brought my lighter with me. Okay, so it's creepier than I bargained for. So I'm going to exit and try not to break my neck while doing it. So now it's just about 1 o'clock in the morning and nothing's happened. I've been playing Mario on my phone because I'm bored. Like these games, they're fun to play, they really are, and there's even been a couple times where I've freaked myself out and like thought I heard something, but it's just your imagination playing tricks on you. Like I mean, think about it for a second. This game has all these rules, like you have to do this, this, and this, and if you don't do this, then he'll get you, and blah blah blah. Where do you think these rules came from? Do you think the Midnight Man was like, well, here you go guys, if you want to summon me, here's how you do it, and if you don't relight your candle in 10 seconds, I'm gonna get you? Like, you guys, I mean, it's fun, but it's just a game. It's like Bloody Mary or the Candyman. It's just a game. It's not real. Have you ever heard of a documented case of somebody dying while playing Bloody Mary? Yep. I have another scary story to tell you though. when I was growing up, I think Child's Play was one of the first horror movies that I saw, and like after I saw it, I was obsessed. I can't remember. Okay, so either it was Child's Play or the original Halloween. One of those was the first ones that, like, horror movies that I'd seen. But anyway, after seeing Child's Play, I was like in love with it, and that's all I thought about. But do you guys remember the My Buddy dolls? Well, I had one of those, and it used to creep me out after seeing the movie. I used to think that it was going to come alive in the middle of the night and try to steal my soul. So I took a jump rope and literally tied up its hands and feet, like hog tied it, and put it in my closet because I was afraid that that thing was going to come alive and get me in the middle of the night. Well, I remember one night I had it all tied up and it was sitting on the top shelf of my closet, and all of a sudden I heard this bang in my closet, and I like flew out of my room. I was so scared. And when I was little, if I got scared, I would like go to my parents' either bedroom, or sometimes my mom would fall asleep on the couch. So I would go out there and just like lay next to the couch, like with my blanket around me because I was so scared. But I went in the next morning into my closet, and the My Buddy doll had fallen from the top shelf down, and it was really weird to me because I didn't know. To me, there was no way possible that it could have fallen, because it wasn't like it was stacked on top of anything. It was just like by itself on the shelf, and I remember putting it up there laying face down, so it's not like it would have fallen forward or anything. It was just really creepy, and it like I really thought that doll was gonna come alive and get me in the middle of the night. Status update. I'm still here and nothing is happening. Nothing at all. I don't hear anything. I don't see anything. I'm just tired. You guys, it's time. It is 3:33. Thank God, because I'm tired. Nothing happened. I didn't see anything, I didn't feel anything. It's just a fun game to spook you out, and so if you want to play this during your little sleepovers or whatever, I don't see any harm in it. It's fun. Nothing happened to me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, even though nothing really happened, but you did get to hear a couple of spooky stories, so I hope you enjoyed that. I'll see you guys later.